Hi, welcome to NCARES. Today we are going to talk about load balancers in AWS. Mainly we'll focus on application load balancers and we'll do an hands-on. I'll show you how to create target groups, instances, attaching them, and also as you see in your screen, I have configured it with a domain name. I'll also show you if you have a Route 53, I'll show you how you can configure it with Route 53 and have an HTTPS certificate also. Or if you have a domain somewhere else, I'll tell you what are the steps you could do that. And also we are having SSL certified, how to generate them, that part also I'll show you. Okay, now let's move on. How do we proceed? First of all, let's create an EC2 instance on which we will install an HTTPD, and also we'll see about, I'll show you just one more thing, hyphen app1 path. I'll show you path-based routing also. It's undefined, we'll just have it on instance one. Like path-based routing is that depending on your header, it will route to particular instance. Or I'll also show you like how you can have a domain-based routing. Like suppose you want your routing for instance one dot ncares.xyz. You can have this like whenever this domain is hit, like it routes to different instance, and instance 2 is being routed to a different instance. You can also do that. I'll show you what are the steps. So first let's create an EC2 instance quickly. If you do not know, we'll be going little we'll be doing everything under free tier, except the load balancers. Load balancer will not charge you much, I think. Like if you keep it running, like if you use for 15-20 minutes, I think it's very less. LCO hours will be very less. So first of all, we'll provision a T2 micro instance. Let's have one instance first. Now we will set some user data. I'll just explain you here. Let me just expand this. Now what user data does is when your instance start, it runs this commands. It's a sort of script, you can just say that. First is bin bash, this is must. Yum update, why we are installing all system patches. We are installing HTTPD, we are starting HTTPD when we are enabling. And HTTPD has a public folder var www where we can display our output. Hi, like currently I've just set it to hi from hostname. So it will pull its hostname and it will display as you see here. Okay, not, yeah, okay. Now we're installing Nano as a text editor, just in case you need to log in and change your files there. We're installing Git, and okay, this part, let's first see the repository which we are cloning. This is the repository we are cloning. In this repository, it's a basic Node.js application which just creates an API points on app1, app2 for index 1. It will just display from forward slash app1 path instance 1 for app2, just in case, and it is listening on port 8050. This is done like just suppose you're like just to like differentiate between two instances. Where HTTPD both has forward slash, so you will not be able to see whether the routing works or not. Okay, now let's go index2.js. It's a similar file, but here we have app3, app4, and it's running on 8050. Okay, so we will configure one instance to start index1.js, other one to start index2.js, so it will be different. We are installing Git. This part is done here to install Node.js in your system. In EC2 instance, we are creating a directory, we are cloning our Git repository, we are installing our package dependencies and starting index1.js. On the next instance, we'll do index2.js. Storage, let's go with default storage, nothing. And I have one security group demo in Keras. See, currently we'll be using 443, 8050 for Node.js application, 80 for HTTPD, and SSH20. You can this is a best practice to have the least amount of security configuration done, or you can like have them for all traffic also. Like if you are like just for testing, if you're running into issues, you can do an open like all traffic and do that. Now let's launch this. Click on I have one key pair, otherwise you can create your own key pair. Okay, launch instance. Okay, one instance is launched. Let's name this demo, yeah, kind of demo one, so it is easier. Okay, let's launch one more instance. Let's click here so that we do not will user data all the information will be pre this. Yeah. Okay, now let's come to configure. So like it will have the same all configuration. Here I'll just come and do index2.js. You see here in your get file index1.js, index2.js. Okay, now let's go to review and launch because they both are similar, so nothing much to see there. Okay, close this. Okay, let's name this to demo2. Okay, now we'll create a application load balancer. See, there are three types of load balancers: classical load balancer, application load balancers, and network load balancer. There's one more gateway. Gateway is a little bit out of scope for now. I'll make a video in future. For now, this video will focus on application load balancer. See, in classical load balancers are V1 generations. It's 2009 older generation. Here, like you can have one instance per. You'll have to configure it. You'll have one instance per routing here. It can be done, and like you can have multiple instances here. The thing is, like you can't have multiple listeners creating path-based routing and all. You can't do here those things. And this is a new V2 generation application load balancers here. Application load balancer, you can do a path-based URL. You can do dynamic port mapping for ECS. You can route to multiple target groups. You can, and they also have a health check. You can support various health checks here. And for network load balancers, they like when you have them, it creates a static IP, and it's for high performance and for like TCP UDP traffic. You can use them, and like if you can have like for stickiness and all. Like it's there for at cross zone, and cross zone load balancing is supported by both of them, ALB and NLB, and stickiness can be labeled here also. Okay, now let's create an application load balancer. We'll be creating an internet facing. Let's do demo in Keras. Internet facing is that the traffic from internet can reach this ALB. If internal, no traffic from internet can reach this. And add as a listener. Okay, let's keep it to 80. We'll add 443 later. I'll show you how you can add once the load balancer is up. And we are selecting all subnets because we didn't see, like we didn't define subnets for EC2 instance, so we just selected all. Global accelerator just for high performance here. Okay, let's select the same security group, demo and Keras. Configure routing. Let's create a new target group. Let's name this demo TG, demo target group. And it's an HTTP based protocol 80, and because this is for instance part in which like we want an instance based. IP based is for EC2 like ECS. ECS we can use IP based, and like we are telling it to check for the traffic on port 80. Okay, now health check is necessary just to know that the instance is healthy. Otherwise, we do not want our traffic to reach our bad instance. That's not a good practice. And so you can just set the default value. I've just set the minimum value, so our instance health check is done very fast. Now let's register. Okay, demo 1, demo 2 on port 80 of the instance. We register both, then we will create a path for individual instance. It takes some time. Okay, anyway, we'll just show you whether it's running or not. Okay, this actually goes to HTTPS, so we'll have to change this to HTTP. We have not configured at an instance level, but at a load balancer level, we'll configure it. Okay, this is the first instance. Let's go to, we'll have to change here also. HTTPS, yeah. You can see, you can refresh this. It will show you the internal IP high from this IP. It will just display. Now, what we need to do here is we need to wait for our load balancer to be up. In the meanwhile, you can see our target group. Okay, security group I showed you here. Like it's this only. Let's come to our target group here. We created demo TG. Okay, let's refresh this once. Yeah, this is our demo TG. Let's see our target. It's in initial status here. The target group health check is being done to verify if the values which we have given, to check for path hyphen and get a success code of 200. Like suppose your instance has multiple, like it gets cached or it shows like 200 first time, it goes to 301 or 302 after caching. So what you can do here is you can have multiple success group also, 200 comma 301, or you can just give them like 200 comma 301 to 304. You can just give like this also, no issues here. Okay, Okay, now I think the load balancer should be up by now. Let's check this. Yeah, our load balancer is up. Now let's select this and let's come back here. Let's see on the port 80, it should show us high from like in first round robin. Load balancer does the weight management of traffic through round robin. So it will shift traffic to one or the other instance, like first A, B, again A, B, A, B, it goes depending on number of instance. Okay, now if we refresh this would go to the different instance. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, yeah, if you refresh this again, 209, now you would see some other instance IP. It's taking some time. I think my net is okay. I don't know why. Yeah, see, your traffic is being routed to two different instances as we have connected them. If you see here, you have two different instances, and if you refresh them, they will be in healthy status, as you see. So traffic is being sent to app1, app2, app1, app2. Okay, now let's, okay, now one thing, let's refresh this once. Okay, one thing I didn't make sure was okay, demo 1, demo 2, because I will need to know. Okay, let's just confirm here if on port 8050 our app 1 is running or not. Okay, let's see app 3. Okay, 34 121 121 is the instance with the, okay, it's node 2 running. Yeah, this is correct. Now what we do is we'll create a two separate target group just to show you our property of path based routing. Okay, before that, let's configure our HTTPS also. Let's come to, okay, this is not the one. Let's refresh this. Okay, now when you can select on your instance, you can come to listeners, add listener. In add listener, you can select HTTPS 443 and to which instance you will be sending your traffic to. Let's select the demo TG only. Okay, and here comes now the zinger. Suppose if I am using Route 53, I can have my certificate uploaded from ACM, or you can have them like you can upload them from IAM. You see certificate private key PEM file certificate chain, you can upload them. After generating it, you can use certbot. I prefer let's encrypt, that's much better. Or otherwise, if you have, because ACM here, if you see, it supports like if you have your hosted zone in a route like Route 53, it will give you a free certificate, and here certificate are regionally locked. See, I can have a wildcard also. I have ncas.xyz, www. and star dot. So I have all the bases covered here. I know this this looks good. Okay, and Route 53, if you see, I have one hosted zone. Like the charges are $0.5 per month, and I think it gives you about 1 million traffic. You can just look up like how many requests you can send. I think it's a good amount of requests. Like anyway, this $0.5 like it's not much. Like it will cost you $6 a year. So, and I can do a lot of testing through this also. So currently I've configured www to send traffic to this load balancer. Like it's very tightly coupled with the AWS resources. So this is a must. Like otherwise you can just skip this. You can just do it through. You can create your sets and you can add them here. Okay, I'll just upload it from ACM here. ACM, you can have multiple certs for multiple paths also. That's also supported here. Let's create a listener. So we have created a listener. It takes some time. Okay, meanwhile, let's come and create a target group. Different target group for port 8050. Okay, let's name this demo instance TG1. It's called, okay, and we'll be sending traffic to 8050. Let's set this to default only. And for health check, you need to check on app1 path, and let's set this to minimum value for faster health check. But it's practice just to have a 5-minute interval. This is actually a practice thing. Okay, hyphens are not allowed. Okay, demo instance TG1. Okay, not 8049, 8050 next. And let's have instance here, demo 1 instance, and create target group. Okay, demo t instance tg1 is being created. Let's create demo instance tg2, demo instance tg2. Here it's app3 and app4. Okay, port I didn't select, 8050. App3. See, the Node.js application, you just think of it as a API base which shows you path, HTTP server which shows you path. Nothing else, nothing more. Because if you try to, you can see it's a very express server there. And like now here also, like just suppose 301 to 304 I can keep. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You can have multiple servers check, but not 400 or 500. Those are error groups. Okay, let's go to. It's a basic express server upon which you can display images, also other things also. Create target group. Okay, let's see. We have attached target group, but currently as no load balancers are there, so it's not being health check is not being done. Now let's add our load balancer. Okay, edit here. We'll go for HTTPS one. I think this will be much better. Now here, if you see host header is the like DNS path you can create. Like you can have like instance one here, traffic sent to this. But let's go with path base first. Instance no app. Like whenever traffic is sent to app1 path, send this traffic to demo instance tg1, because that only has app1. I'll show you like what happens if not. Like what happens if we send the traffic to wrong. That also I'll show you. No worries. It will show you cannot get app2, not app2 is app1, app2 are both in instance 1. App3, app4 are in tg2. Okay. Save this. This is done. Now let's copy. Okay, we have our load balancer open. Is it? Let's go to HTTPS first. Let's see if our security. Okay, go to advanced here. If you are in Mac, you will have to type unsafe here to just proceed. Yeah. See, now as the certificates are domain bound, so like it's showing us not secure. Now if we refresh this, and this is on port 80 we are checking. Okay, now we'll just go to -app1. Let's see if it's configured now. Yeah, as you see this, right, app1. This is not just that, this is the instance 1. Now if we go to app3, this is for instance 2. You see, right, now what happens if I do app2? App2 will show us a not found because we didn't configure the path for that. App2 is still in instance 1, but we but here we didn't if we do not define any path, it is being routed to an port 80. Demo tg is our port 80 here, if you see. So on port 80 it will look for -app1 path and app2 path, and there's nothing there, so nothing is being done. You get a 404 error. Now let's add our load balancer to our Route53. What do we name this? Let's name this demo test and do an aliasing. Aliasing is just for AWS resources, application load balancer. If you don't use alias, you can use instance IP also here. Okay, load balancer, we'll select our region and okay, dual stack demo and Keras. Target health. See, also you can have failovers and all. Like suppose there are two instances, right, and like suppose traffic fails, like the traffic is routed to a different instance. Those kind of also features you can have this in hosted zones. If you can here like okay, yeah, in health checks. Let's create a record. Okay, demo test record is there. Okay, let's name this. Let's have this simple demo. No, let's name this demo AWS. Let's create a demo AWS. Okay, demo AWS traffic will be sent to. Okay, demo test we have already. Demo AWS traffic will be sent to this load balancer. Now let's copy this and let's open this in a new tab. As you see, for port 80 it works instantly. Cool. Now if we go for -app1 on port 80, we didn't for HTTP traffic we don't have app1. But okay, so you went to HTTPs. what happens if you don't go for HTTPS? And I'll show you. See, for port like if you see here, we have rules for 443. Here, like whenever traffic is coming to 443, it will go to app1, like app1 path is defined here. On port 80, nothing is defined, so we were not able to see that. Okay, now where is it? So many tabs here. Which one? Yeah, this one. See, if you see now if I do this HTTPS, that's beauty. And if you see your certificates, it's fully secured. Now if I do an app 2, it will show us an error because not found. Now if I do app 3 will have an instance 2. Okay, let's add app 1 also. Let's add app 1 and app 2 in a 80. Now it's weird. Let's do it anyway. Hyphen app 2 traffic. Let's send to demo tg1. Okay, save. Let's add one more rule. F4 like forward to tg2. Okay, now this is for like whenever traffic without the HTTPS will be able to reach. App 3 will not be reachable, but we'll be able to reach F4. Okay, did we configure? Okay, we configured this. Okay, certs are getting added. Yeah, see, we are able to reach F4 here because the traffic is sent on port 80, and port 80, it looks like if it has F4 path is there, then it sends the traffic to instance 2. I know it's complicated, but it works very fast. Okay, now suppose like, okay, I'll just show you this also. Anyway, like suppose yeah, if you had a host header, right, you can have here, like you can create your okay, Jeff dot and Kairos dot xyz. Like suppose if this is the header, forward the traffic to instance tg1, and you will have to create a Route 53. You will have to create a a record for this. Okay, then you will be able to do this. Okay, this is about it. Now how do you clean up? For cleanup, you can just go to load balancers here. I'll delete the one which I showed you earlier and delete them. After deleting the load balancers, you can go to target groups, you can delete them. Okay, 3 target group because the load balancer is still getting deleted, so it shows. Okay, let's terminate the instance here. Terminate. Don't worry, everything was sent on description, and please do ping me if you have any questions or want me to make videos on any topic, because it's interesting to know like what is trending or not. Now it will be deleted. Everything is deleted. You can just come to dashboard and see it's 000. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any queries or if you want me to make videos on the topic, please do ping me on comments.